In this next 30 minutes, you'll be creating this Power BI dashboard. Even if you have no experience in Power BI, I can guarantee that because I have included all the resources. Go ahead and download all the resources and let's begin the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Power BI series. This is going to be the project series in Power BI. In this video, you will learn Power BI from scratch. Now, if you have no experience, no knowledge in Power BI, that is great. Just follow the step by step along with me. Download the Power BI and then you can continue the series. Download the dataset from the video descriptions. So you will be getting this file that I have included here, which is called template. So click on one of the templates which I have created for you. You can also create it by yourself. These are the simple shape and the colors. And by end of this video, you will have a project to showcase in your resume, which is a great project, right? So let's first go ahead and see the layout. So I have created this layout. You can create by yourself or you can recustomize it. This is a simple layout that I have created for you. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is that we will need to get the data, right? For this project, I have included the data set, which is called Monday Cafe Excel sheet. You can use any data in Power BI. You can get the data from anywhere, which you will be learning in this video. So let me just have a quick look in the data set to understand the data, right? So this is a cafe data set. You can see we have a sale ID, branch category, product quantity, order date, and the price. So we have total of 3512 row, 3112 sales record. That's perfect. Okay, so if you have never used Power BI, so this is that you see this page that you see, this is our dashboard, right? This is the template that I have created. We have few options here, which is called report view. So if you click on report view, you will see this dashboard. You can create more and more dashboard. Then we have which is called table view, and then we have model view. All right, it's time to get the data from the Excel sheet that we have, right? So click on this icon, home, and then click on get data. You have all these options, right? If you click on more, you will see so many options are there in Power BI from where you can get this data set. So we will not go into those options right now. Click on this Excel workbook, click on connect, and select your data set that we have downloaded. So for me, it is here. I will simply go ahead and select this Excel file, click on open. So this is going to load the Power Query where we can do the data transformations like data cleaning or formatting, anything that we can do before the loading the data into this report, like into the model. Okay, so just click on this sheet just to see the preview. The data looks great. We can say the transform. If you say load, it will directly load in this data model, like in the report. Okay, so in the transform, we can simply go ahead and do the transformations here. So the transformations we want to do, let's quickly check, right? So first of all, we will name it call data, and we will make sure this price column is selected as so click on transform. You see this price column, we would make sure that this is a currency, right? So go to transform and change the decimal to fixed decimal. So this is going to be currency, new step. Okay, so right now we have this setup done. Okay, date is already selected, and I do not need anything else. That's it. Okay, so simply go ahead and say that home. Okay, we can click one or two more columns, which is called total sales, because we have quantity and the price. So we need the total amount, right? So we can create a custom column. So go to add a column and click on custom columns, and we can name it call here total sale. Okay, so you can go ahead and say total, or you can say sales amount, right? Sales amount. Okay, so all we want here is the quantity and times, you can simply put in the square brackets price. Okay, so we are saying quantity times price. This is the logic that will follow in the sales amount column. Okay, let's see. You can see it has created the sales amount. We will also transform this, select this, go to transform and change the data type to fixed decimal. Now we can have one more, which is called profit, but I will be having it using a measures in the data model. Okay, so let's go to home, close and apply. Now you will see the data set. So 3 to 4 steps that we have done. We select the get data, select the Excel file and change the data type to kind of which is a currency from the transform, and created a new column which is called total sale or total amount, right? So you can see we have a table here, right? All right, so now you don't see the data, right? You can see there is something called data, but we don't see the data. If I click on this toggle, you will see this column name, but you don't see the data. To see the data, you need to go to this table view, click on this, and you need to just click on this. Okay, you can see the data is showing here, right? We have the sale ID, branch category, product quantity, order date, price, and the sales amount. Each and everything that we need, it is here, all this column, right? So the next thing that I will do is a simple go ahead and create some measures to perform some calculations. Okay, so we will go ahead and go to this data model, and the first one we will do is that we will create a date table, and then we will connect with this table to make sure that we can write our own measures and that respect to the time. So this is very important concept. So to do that, just click on it and simply go ahead and just say that new table. I have already included the code from the video description, so you can get it from there, but I'm just going to write it here. So it's called date table. I have also created one video on date table. You can go through that as well if you want. So we will just go ahead and say calendar auto. This is the one I will be using it right now. Okay, and next column we will be adding, which is called month number, and simply we will just use a month and the date. Okay, now this I already covered in my previous video, which you can go through. Month start day. So I'll explain this, by the way. So we'll just go ahead and use the date functions here, and you can say that 2020, you can say year of the date. So these are the same like we use in Excel. I'm just using it here, month of date. Okay, so this is another one, and then we will simply go ahead and say 01. Okay, so this will have our the start of the month. So we have created one column which is called date using this calendar auto from our data set, and then we have created one called month number on month start date, and we will just need this only. If in case you want to create more, you can create more column by using this comma. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the date table. So this is the date table we have created. We don't see it. If you click on it, okay, click on this table view, you see the date table. Now how the logic is working, it's very simple. From your data set, from the first starting date to the end date that we have, it is going to create a calendar. For that calendar you have all the date available. Okay, so instead of storing the date in every data, we will use this date. So that's going to make our model faster. So model is basically, you can say this one which is holding all the data set. Okay, so we will go ahead and go to this model, and right now we will simply connect this date, you can see order date, to this date. Okay, that's it, and press OK. And the second step that you need to do, right click and make it as a date table. Select the column which is called date columns. Done. Okay, now let's go ahead and start, right? So one more thing that we will need is a measures to calculate some of the things, right? So we do have a total amount, but we need some measures to calculate the total sales, total quantity, and total profit. So to do that, I will simply go ahead and go to this model view, or I can go to this table view, that is fine. Click this new table, and I will just name it called measure. Okay, measure table. Okay, so we have new table. Now in this measure table, I will write my measures. So we will just need 3 to 4 measures, that's it. So simply click on it, click this measures, and you can just click on this new measures, which is here, this one, or right click and you can do that. Now we would want to write a measure which is called total sales. Okay, so to do that, I will simply say sum, and sum on what column? The data and this sales amount column. Okay, so we are simply checking the total sales. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, now we have one measure which is called total sales. We can create our first visualizations. If you have not created it, click on this icon, the card. So this is called card. Okay, all these are different types of visualizations option that you have in Power BI. So this one is called card, where you can only display one value in Power BI. So select this one which is using this card, and you can say total sales. All right, we have the total sales here. So the first measures is ready, right? That's perfect. So we will do the formatting later on. Now we would need one which is called maybe a total profit or total quantity. Let's go ahead and say the total profit. Okay, so how we will know the profit? Right now we have a data which is, if you go to this data table, and data table, we do not have something called profit, right? So let's go ahead with the logic. In every cell they make 15% profit. So based on that, you will need to create a kind of profit, a logic. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we can do that. Okay, so I will be clicking in this measures. You can create a column here, new column called profit, or you can just write a measures. Okay, I will show you using measures. So let's go ahead and say new measures, and we can say profit. Okay, so what is the profit? So the profit is very simple. It's the total sales time 0.15%. Okay, now to get this total sales which you have written earlier, you can simply use a square brackets. You can see it's automatically coming. Use the tab into 0.15%. So it's going to be 0.15. So this is our profit column. If you want to write comments, you can simply go ahead and say that this measures to find profit 15%. So this is the profit measures. This is going to give us the profit. Okay, let's go ahead and verify it. So click Control C, Control B to duplicate it, and this time we can say the profit. Okay, so you can see the profit amount is less, which is perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and do the next thing, which is going to be a line chart. Okay, so for that we will just go ahead and select the line chart. Oops, you see you have to make sure you click outside. Okay, otherwise that is going to be converted. Okay, so let's go, and you will just click on this line chart. We will just go ahead and put it here. Okay, now we can see this. Okay, we will just go ahead and select the date table and date. Okay, date table, and then we will select the total sales. Okay, so we have a line chart which is ready perfectly here, starting from 2024 to October 2025. Okay, so perfect. Next thing, we will create two kind of bar chart. Okay, so let's go ahead and select the bar chart. Click maybe outside, and you can simply go ahead and see that what I want is a bar chart. Okay, so this is the bar chart we will use, and we can go ahead and select from the data table. Let's click on the category. Okay, so what you have is called category. Okay, so let's click on the category, and we can simply go ahead and say that the total sales. Okay, perfect. So we will need a data labels which is on the top of it. So select this in data label, and that's perfect. Okay, then duplicate it, Control C, Control B to make it one more. This time we will say that total sales, or we can select the total profit. Okay, you can also select the total quantity, however you want to show it. Okay, so profit by total sales by category, total profit by category. Okay, next we can have maybe pie chart here or donut chart here. So click on outside anywhere, and simply go ahead and simply select this donut chart, and we will be selecting, dragging it here. Okay, and we can go ahead and select the branch. Okay, so we have something called branch which is here, and we can select the total sales which is here. Correct, branch and total sales. We can do the formatting in just some time. Okay, all right, now let's go ahead and have one more chart here. Maybe we will select the top 5 product. Okay, so you can again select anything. We can simply select maybe cluster bar chart like this, and we would want to show the top 5 product. Okay, so select this, and select this, like resize it, and we will just go ahead and select the product. Okay, and the total sales. Okay, so this time we can show by the quantity. Okay, instead of this. So for that we need to just create one more measures called quantity. Just click on measures, and we will simply say total quantity, and we can simply say sum of data tables of quantity. Okay, so we are simply doing a quantity sum here. Okay, now we will just go ahead and select this and replace it with the quantity. Instead of total sales, we can say we need the total quantity. Okay, perfect. So this is something you can see it here. Okay, all right, so everything that we need is here. All we need to do some formatting. Okay, so let's go ahead and first of all get this logo, right? So click on this insert, and click on this image, and we can simply go ahead and see this logo. I have given the logo to you, so you can just download it and put it here. Okay, so we can just resize it and put it maybe somewhere here. Okay, yeah, that looks great for me. Okay, now I will just go ahead and add a heading which is called Monday Cafe Executive Dashboard. Okay, sales dashboard. control B to bold it, or you can just use a semi bold this font, okay, and just change it to maybe 24. This will work fine for me. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have it here. Let's do some formatting here. Okay, we'll do the formatting in just some time. All right, so we have this Monday Cafe executive sales dashboard. So if you do not want this Monday Cafe because we already have the logo, so that is totally up to you. Okay, so I will just remove this Monday Cafe. Now I will have a simple filter options here. Okay, so insert, and I would need one more image which is called filter icon, which is this one. Okay, and I will just resize it and put it here so that I will be creating some of this filter options. So end user will be able to filter it, and then they will be able to kind of analyze the data based on some of the filter that they select, like maybe by the branch if they want to see it or anything, you know. So click this filter and here, and we will just go ahead and now this time click on this slicer, and the first filter that I want to give them to is the branch. Okay, so let's go ahead and select the branch. So they can select a specific branch. Okay, resize it a little bit and go to the settings. We will change the setting to drop down list. Okay, we have the drop down here. Perfect. Okay, let's do some quick formatting. I do not want this effect background, remove it, and then I would just need this values to be white. Okay, let's check. And this background that you see, which is called this one, we would change it to kind of dark. Okay, let's check. Perfect. So next we would just go ahead and check it. Yeah, this is looking great. We can increase it a little bit here, but we have less space, so we have to keep it less here only. Okay, or I can just use this much of space. Okay, so and we will change this heading as well. Select this setting and header, change it to white. Okay, so we can change it to white. So maybe this one I can use. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and create the second slicer. Okay, this is the first slicer. Control C, Control B. The second was in is really easy, so just put it here, and we will go ahead and select this branch, but we do not need branch. We need this time maybe the which is called category. Okay, then I want to create one more slicer which is called month. Okay, now right now we do not have we do have a month number, but I do not want a month number. I want month like Jan 2025, something like that. Okay, so let's go to the date table and create a custom month here. So just click on this date table, and here I will just go ahead and add a new month. Okay, simply next line call month name, month name. Okay, and we will use simple logical format. This is same like text functions we have in Excel. So we're just converting the date into month name like the text name. So we'll just select the date, and I will just go ahead and say I need MMYY. Okay, I will just show you in just some time. If I go ahead and show you now, we have created one more column which is called month Jan 24. You can see, okay, all the months are properly named. So this is very good way to showcase your you know, data. So one more here, we will select the date table and month name. Okay, this one. Okay, perfect. So the slicers are ready. Now we will simply go ahead and analyze it. Click on the branch, maybe this one. You can see everything is changing. That's what we want. This one, that's great. Okay, category. Okay, let's do some quick formatting. Okay, so this video I don't want to make it really long, but we will just do quick formatting just to align things here properly. Okay, so this is looking really not great. So let's click on this visualizations quickly, change this background to which is nothing, and right now we can see, but the text are not visible, so that's okay. Click on this call out, and we will change it to maybe white, and we will say that we want like 30. Okay, this is perfect, and we will say this label to be kind of also little darker. Okay, this is fine. Now we will just select the same, this one. Okay, we will just use the same formatting. Click on home, format painters, and we can put it here. Okay, so we have the same formatting here as well. Okay, easily. Okay, that's perfect. Now this one also, I will just click on it and remove this. Okay, so first of all, click this which is called effect, remove this effect. Okay, and we would want to change this color, this color that you see, we can change this color to anything that you want. Let's say I will go with the logo colors, which is the purple. Okay, so click on this line and click on this color and select this this purple color. Okay, okay, this is perfect. Maybe not looking that great, but right now it's okay. Okay, so we do not want to keep any headers because by default they know that this is the line trends. And okay, this is perfect. Let's click on this and also change the color like this. So select this home painters, use it, and select this. Okay, select this, put here as well, select this, put here as well. Okay, let's do some little bit more formatting. Let's select this one, and we would want to kind of change the color of this column that you see it here. We will change it to this color. Select this one, I will change the color to this color. Okay, so if this is your first dashboard, that's totally okay, because you will be learning at least some of the basic thing that you need to know in Power BI. Okay, so we will select this one and also change the color of this column. Okay, it's not selected. Let's click on it again, and we will go ahead and say no, it's not selected yet. Okay, now it's selected. We will change the bar color to kind of this purple color. Okay, or you can change it to a little darker, that's totally up to you. Okay, now here we would want a label at the end, so click again and go to this data label, turn it on. Okay, so automatically it will show label. If you want to show the top 5, you can show it, but we have a scroll bar, that's I think perfect. Okay, we can change this text to little bit brighter. Okay, so for that we just need to go to y-axis, and this value I will just change it to like this. Okay, where is it? Yeah, just change it to white, right? Not white, maybe this. Okay, also this one x-axis I will change the value to this one also, value to this one also. For x-axis, value to this one. Here I will choose the third one. Okay, let's do some formatting here as well. So click on it, and we want to change this little bit detailing. Okay, let's do some formatting. Okay, here we have a lot of things here. Okay, I will just make sure this name is in the bottom. Okay, so first of all, we do not need everything, we just need the percentage and category and the percentage of total, that's it. And we will go ahead and put it value color to this one. Okay, now for legends, we would want at the bottom center. Okay, let's make it a little increase. Okay, now you can do any formatting, it takes little time for to do the formatting. Okay, so perfect, we have the perfect formatting done. Okay, if you want to include the values as well, like we can, like in the data labels, we can also include the data values, percentage of total. Okay, because we have the legend here, so maybe I'm thinking to select this one a little bit too much, maybe category and let's say this one, category and the data values. Okay, we do not need this right now. Why? Because we already have that. Okay, here already it is there, so it is better, we do not want that allegiance, and it's perfect. Okay, because we have it here, correct? So this is going to make our report outstanding, because we do not want things which is duplicates. Okay, now if you want to change these colors, you can change it, but I think for me by default everything is looking great. and I have all the colors. All I can change this marina color to maybe the purple one, which is our theme colors today. So let's click on this marina and change color to purple, okay, which is this one I would want. Okay, let me save my work so that I don't miss it. Okay, so we have everything ready, which we have just created in just 30 minutes. Okay, now let's go ahead and analyze it. You click on the branch, you can see the data is being showing. Okay, if you click on this, this is showing. Okay, if you click on marina, you can see it, right? A good thing is that if you click on this category, you can see it, right? Different category. Okay, now this one I wanted the month, so let's click on this slicer and we will simply go ahead and select the month name, which is here. Okay, category I will delete it. Okay, now select the month name. Okay, so here is one thing you see, it's like April 24, April 25. I do not want this way. I want like Jan to December of each year, right? So for that we will just go to this table and you can select this which is called month name, which is this one, and we will change the sorting column. Click on sorting column by this, which is called month start date. Okay, now you will see that it will show proper orders. Okay, Jan 24, Feb 24, and so on so on. Okay, we have till December 25. Okay, that's perfect. Now we can kind of go ahead and show some kind of more advanced things here. I just wanted to keep it very simple so that you can follow step by step along with me and you can create the same dashboard that I have created here in short time. All right, so this is the dashboard that we have created in the short time, so you can spend more time to kind of do some more formatting and come up with amazing design. Now let's go ahead and publish it and see how the dashboard looks like to the end user. So I'll click on publish because I have already signed in with my Power BI account. So if you want to get a free Power BI account, check my video which is called Get Power BI Subscription for 60 days for free. So I'll just click on publishing and click on this link. Okay, perfect. So our dashboard is ready for end user in 30 minutes, which we have created. Okay, let's go ahead and select the branch. Okay, let's select a branch of JLT. Okay, we can see the sales. Then we can select maybe category, maybe breakfast. Okay, we can see the profit and sales. We can select anything else. You can select by the month name. Okay, we can see some trends in some month. Okay, so you can spend more time in designing, and so the designing is not that much important, right? All they need the insight. So the main concept is to make it simple to understand the concept, right? So because you can spend more and more time to make it really advanced, right? So if this was your first dashboard, let me know in the comment box. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Take care, have a good day.